again. Welcome. My name is Laura. I am working for the European Commission specifically for the EURaxess project. So my role is to keep the EURaxess platform and the EURaxess portal relevant for you as researchers. And I will walk you through what it is in the portal for you and how to benefit from it. So we're going to start talking a little bit about the EURaxess initiative as such, because EURaxess is not only a website, it's actually a very complex network. It's an initiative that was born 17 years ago. It was called ERA-More back then, with very few country members. Currently, there are 42 European countries that take part in this initiative. Soon to be 43, because next year Tunisia will be joining us. This year we've actually welcomed two new members, Armenia and Georgia. So as you see, this is a very large network, and it's actually a tool to implement the European research area. So what EURaxess as an initiative aims at is at facilitating researchers' mobility, supporting career development of researchers, and of course ensuring attractive careers across Europe and beyond. Some figures for you to understand a little bit the reach of the EURaxess portal. These figures are from last year. So for example, last year we received as an average 1.6 million page views every month, which makes it one of the most popular websites in the European Commission. We have more than 130,000 people, users registered in our portal. Almost half of them are actually researchers like you. Some of them are entrepreneurs or members of other organizations. And we have in total more than 17,000 registered organizations who can publish their job offers and can look for talent in our platform. Regarding the number of the offering we have in the portal, well, it's increasing every year. The portal is getting more and more popular, which is very good news. Last year, we broke a record of 80,000 job offers published in the EURaxess portal. We also have funding opportunities and hosting opportunities in our portal, which are increasing every year for you to browse around on EURaxess. So as you see, it's a very important initiative, and with it we really want to make a change in the EURaxess, in the researchers' lives and careers. But again, let's go back to the portal. Let me show you what the portal has in store for you and how you can benefit from it. Just in a quick glance, you see that we're going to walk through the jobs database, some of the career development tools and resources that we have in the portal, the information and assistance sections, which is very valuable for you, the partnering tool. We will quickly visit the chartering code and the HRS4R strategy, my EURaxess, and the researcher profile. So let's get started. Let's start with the jobs database. As you know, in this jobs database, we not only have jobs, but we also have funding and hosting opportunities available for researchers. As I said, last year we had more than 80,000 jobs, funding and hosting opportunities published on our portals. One of the features of the jobs database is that you can perform a search depending on the filters that you are most interested in and save it for later to be able to see the job offers that match your requirements easily every time. You can also save your favorite vacancies. For example, you have found a vacancy that you're interested in, but you're in a hurry, you cannot really apply right now. So just save it in your favorites and apply later. You can also, through this platform, see the contact details and how to apply information, because it is really important to understand that even if Euraxess aims at improving researchers' careers, we are not a funder, we are not a recruiter. What it means is all the job offers, funding and hosting opportunities that are published on our portal are actually published by research organization, funding institutions, or universities. So we do not handle the recruitment process or the selection process. The application goes always directly to the posting organization. We can see, for example, if we select search for jobs, we will be able to see what is the number of available offers at the moment. For example, when I took this snapshot 1 week ago, it was almost 6,000 job offers available right now for you to apply. You can filter by research field, the researcher profile, if you are a PhD applicant, or if you are an established researcher. You can also decide which sector are you interested in. Are you interested in academia? Are you interested in entrepreneurship? You can also select in which country are you interested to find a job in, and of course select the European Research Program. So as I said before, all these filters that you are going to use to perform your job search can be then saved for you to access to this type of job offers more easily. The same goes with the browse for funding section, where you will be also able to select what is your desired research field, what is the funding type that you are looking for, the career stage you are at, or the organization in which, or the country in which the organization is based. For the hosting opportunities, you will be able to select the country and or the European Research Program. The hosting opportunities are actually coming from research institutions who are interested in supporting, for example, your application to the MSCA individual fellowship cause. So they offer research infrastructures to researchers. So that's for the jobs funding and hosting database, which it's actually, I didn't say this, but it's actually attracts 80% of our visits to the portal. So this is definitely something very, very popular, and I'm sure many of you already knew. But it is very interesting to know what else is in the portal for you, because as I said, the Euraxess portal is not only a job platform, it's much more. It's a network that aims at supporting careers researchers. And here is where the career development section comes into play. Career development section is a free of charge section in which you will be able to find a lot of resources, training material, policy recommendations, guides to step into entrepreneurship or industry, etc. So all this material has been developed by members of our network and is put in your availability free of charge. So I really encourage you to enter the career development section, where you'll be able to see, as you see on the screen, for example, all of these free resources, such as a career orientation tool. If, for example, you want to assess what are your values, what are your motivations, what are those skills that you have, where would you be able to improve even more, etc. All these tools are available there for you. You also have a lot of training resources for you to improve in those areas where you feel you could maybe have some room for improvement. We also have this interesting entrepreneurship guide, which will help you to put value in your research projects, how to put them into market, or how to move from academia to industry if you want to go further and move away from academia. Of course, all of this is followed by policy recommendations on how to develop your research career. So this is a very valuable part of the portal that we encourage you to look at in order to boost your researcher's career. Another very important and valuable section that not many people know about is the information and assistance section. So what it is? Basically, the information and assistance section is a repository of a lot of information regarding living, working, and leaving Europe. So we have a lot of topics related living in Europe, like, for example, accommodation, banking, daycare, schooling, etc., or how to set up to work in Europe by recognize your diplomas or knowing more about taxations, salaries, etc. We also have a section for leaving Europe in case you are after a career outside of Europe. But what's most important about this section is that it links other very vital parts of our network. On the one hand, you will be able to see the 41 national portals that we have at the moment connected with the EURaxess main portal. So, as I said before, we have a network of a total of 42 European countries. However, Georgia, being the latest one in joining, still has not set up their portal entirely, but next month it will be live, so you will be able to also look at this one. So these 41 national portals have country-specific information that is very relevant for you if you are looking to move to one of these countries. So basically, in each of these national portals, you will find all this information and assistance regarding, as we said, living and working in Europe. But what's most interesting about this section is that you will also be able to find a EURaxess center in the country of your interest or in the country you are living at the moment to get personalized and tailored assistance. So you will be able to see a full list of all these more than 640 EURaxess centers that take part in the network at the moment. You will be able to contact them via email or even by phone. Ask them anything you need to know to set up in one of the countries of Europe, and they will be able to support you free of charge with any issue, question that you may have. So again, a free of charge service, and this is tailored to your needs. So again, I encourage you to go to the information and assistance section in the European portal, browse around a little bit to find what's in store in the other national portals, in these 41 national portals, and in case of questions, just get in contact with one EURaxess center close to you, where they will be able to help you with any information regarding mobility and career development. What else do we have in the EURaxess European portal? We have the partnering tool. So in the partnering tool, basically what you as researchers can do is promote your profile. Many research organizations, many funding institutions look for talent to join their teams. So this is a very good platform for you to promote your profile. Also, if you're looking for collaboration opportunities, for example, if you were assigned a grant and you would like some people to join your team, you can also go through the partnering tool and find other members that might be interested in joining your research team. You can look for also entrepreneurs and organizations. As I said before, we have more than 17,000 organizations registered on the portal, and you will be able to see them and find them using the partnering tool. To use the partnering tool, you need to be registered in the portal, but we will go later on to show you how to register and what you can do once you are registered. Browsing through the partnering tool, you will find several emblems that are used next to the name of the organization or the name of the person if it's a researcher. Now I want to focus on those two emblems that you can see on the screen. One of them is the seal of excellence. The seal of excellence can be assigned to both researchers or organizations, and basically what it says is that these organizations or researchers applied for funding under Horizon 2020, but due to budget constrictions, they could not get the requested funding. However, this label really recognized the quality of their project. So if you have a seal of excellence, you can boost it and you can promote it on your EURAXess portal, and it will be seen in the partnering tool. The other emblem that is very important for us and that I want to explain a little bit more about is the HR Excellence in Research Award, the one that you see on the right-hand side of the screen. It actually recognizes those institutions which have made progress by aligning human resources strategies and policies based on the Charter and Code. So what does it mean? We will see it now. We're going to focus on the Charter and Code and the HRS4R. I will explain you what it is now, but it's also, you can also see it on the EURAXess portal. Information is available there. What is the Charter and Code? In short, we call it Charter and Code. It's actually the European Charter for Researchers and the Code of Conduct for the recruitment of researchers. It is a set of recommendations that the European Commission issued in the year 2005 with the main goal of making research careers attractive and ensure that the researchers enjoy the same rights and obligations in every European country. Of course, not all of the organizations endorse this principle, meaning not all organizations may necessarily have endorsed these principles. So on the European portal, on the European EURAXess portal, you can actually browse for the organizations in your country or in the country of your interest to see which organizations have endorsed these principles and hence are doing an effort to promote attractive and well-balanced careers for researchers. But what is the HRS4R? So HRS4R stands for Human Resources Strategy for Researchers. This is actually an implementation tool for the Charter and Code that we have just discussed. This HR strategy for researchers was first implemented in 2008, and then it went through a strengthening process in the year 2017. And since 2018, the whole process is digitalized. What it does is organizations that are willing to apply for the award, for the HR Excellence Award in research, they will have to submit to the European Commission an application, first by endorsing the principles of the European Charter and Code, and second, by assessing their own HR policies versus what is written in the Charter and Code principles, and submitting an action plan on how to implement the recommendations in their HR policies. So this is very relevant for you because the overall goal of this strategy is to set up an open, transparent, and sustainable European labor market for researchers. At the moment, if I'm not mistaken, we are a little bit above 500 European organizations who have already applied and obtained the HRS4R award. You can actually, in the EURAXess portal, you can actually have a look at the list of which organizations have this HR award and see if the organization you're interested in has already endorsed the principles and is actually working on improving their HR policies. So let's see then what Myuraxess is. Myuraxess is basically the space where you will be able to benefit from all of what we have just described. But in order to have access to Myuraxess, you will need to register an account on the portal. Registration is, of course, volunteer. You can still benefit from many of the features of the portal, even if you're not registered, but we encourage you to register in order to, for example, be able to apply for job positions, to search the partnering tool, etc. So in order to register, it's just very simple. You just go to the European Euraxess portal, introduce an email address that is valid, and you will receive an email with all the instructions to set up an account. So once you have set up your account and you have set up your password, you will have access to this new space on the Euraxess portal that is called Myuraxess. So Myuraxess is your dashboard. From here, as you can see, you will be able to upload a picture for your profile and manage your user profile. You will be able to enable your researcher profile. We will have a look at what it is. You will be able to manage your favorites. Remember I said you could save your searches, you could save a job offer. So here's where you can manage all these favorites. You will receive offers that match your researcher profile, and you will be able to also participate in the Science for Refugees initiative, which is a very beautiful initiative which aims at supporting refugee researchers that arrive to Europe and are looking for a career in Europe. So by joining the Science for Refugees initiative, you will be able to mentor a refugee researcher and help them with your experience through working and settling in a European country. Finally, as we see, I'll go right back just 1 second. You see that pink button that says Enable Researcher Profile. So if you click on that, you will have access to this, the researcher profile. The researcher profile, basically what it does is it enables you to promote your research experience, your publications, what is the research field that you are working on. You can promote your awards. For example, here is where you would upload this seal of excellence that we mentioned earlier. You can upload your CV from Europass, and you can decide to make your profile visible in the partnering tool so that research organization and other members of the Euraxess, network will be able to find you and establish collaboration with you. You can also declare your job preferences or set email notifications for the vacancies that you target. So as you see, this researcher profile gives you a lot of room to benefit from Euraxess. So this is all I wanted to show you at the moment, to explain to you a little bit. I, of course, encourage you to visit the Euraxess portal and play around a little bit. Get yourself acquainted with the content that you have. Remember, Euraxess is not only a jobs platform, but it's not only a website either. There are more than 1,500 people who work for the Euraxess network and who have as a main goal to support you in your mobility, either across Europe or across sectors as well. And also, let me share with you two email addresses that you can also address your questions to after today's presentation. If, for example, tomorrow you're going through the Euraxess portal and you have any question. The first email address I'm sharing with you is the functional mailbox. It is rtd-rmp@ec.europa.eu. So in this functional mailbox, you will be able to ask questions on how to find some information in the portal. So it's all about how the portal functions. It's mainly managed by me, so I will be responding to your questions. And if you if you have any technical issues with your account or while registering, etc., you also have a technical mailbox, which is support@euraxess.org. It is our technical support team, and they will be also happy to help you.